alongside Athletic Director Steve Brockelbank after the press conference for Bobby Pietrack. And Coach Steve, I know you're extremely excited to be naming Bobby to the Ferris family.
Yeah, I definitely am. You know, it was an extensive search, and anytime you have an opportunity to find somebody with the amount of head coaching experience that Bobby has, and successful head coaching experience at the Division II level, we feel fortunate that he's here. He's a winner, and he's going to carry on the tradition, that great tradition of Ferris State basketball.
Building on that tradition was something that he talked a lot about throughout the press conference. How much excitement does that give you as the athletic director, knowing that's his mission?
Yeah, I think I appreciate that he recognizes the history and tradition of Ferris State basketball, and that there's going to be some really big expectations placed upon him. But he welcomes all that, and he's excited about it. And I think if you look back at his record and what he's been able to accomplish at a place that was probably much more difficult to recruit to and win at, you're excited about what he can do here, right? This is a fantastic university in so many ways for coaches to recruit to. It's got great brand recognition. We've got some fantastic academic programs. Geographically, we're located in a really good spot. So I think for him, he's positioned well to continue the tradition of Ferris State basketball.
Coach mentioned that when he came to Big Rapids, essentially the moment that he stepped in this town, he was like, this is it, I want to be here. So what does that feel like to you to know that you bring candidates on here and that's the way that they feel?
Well, I'm smiling because I picked him up for dinner that night, and he had already walked all around town, around campus, and when I picked him up, he's like, Steve, I don't know what's going to happen here, but I really like it here. Like, I want to be here. And so that makes me feel really good when I have a candidate that's that enthused and that excited about the opportunity, because we want people who want to be here at the end of the day, and people who care and love Ferris State. And I think, in my opinion, he fell in love with it a couple hours before I picked him up for dinner, when he had a chance to really kind of walk around and take it all in on his own. So, yeah, I'm thrilled that he's here.
We've got a little ways to go before the season starts, a long summer of building the team and getting prepped, but I think Bulldog fans should have a lot of reason to be excited for the product on the court next season.
Yeah, no question. He's got a lot of work to do. We know that we got a roster we have to rebuild, and so he recognizes that. He has to hire an assistant coach and then get together the remainder of his staff. So he certainly has a lot of work ahead of him over the next few weeks, but I'll tell you, he's been here 2 days and he's gotten a lot done in 2 days. So I'm excited to see what he can do in 2 weeks and then 2 months, and eventually as we head into that basketball season.